Good evening, I'm Rebecca Turco. D.C. officials have yet to respond publicly to an executive order signed this week that would create a surge of law enforcement in public areas, maximize immigration enforcement, and help D.C.'s crime lab get its accreditation. Our D.C. reporter Felicia Ashley looked into the task force that President Trump created for the district.
I met with former MPD officer Ronald Hampton.
Another target of the Trump administration, the Smithsonian Institution. An executive order targets what the president considers anti-American ideology. The executive order aims to remove certain narratives about the country's racial history and depictions that disparage Americans, past or living. It also aims to exclude the achievements of trans women in the American Women's History Museum. Our Carl Willis spoke with D.C. visitors and a history professor for perspective on this latest order. You can find that report on our website, WJLA.com. Turning now to the weather, and certainly a great day to get out and see the cherry blossoms. I went out myself. The sun wasn't out when I got out, but it certainly made its appearance later on in the day. And as you can see on this traffic camera, a lot of people are having the same idea. Look at all that traffic. Our meteorologist Mark Pena joins us. Temps in the 70s today. I was waiting for that. Another plane received a collision warning at Reagan National Airport, this time during a military flyover. We first broke this story last night at 11. The Delta plane was taking off from DCA yesterday afternoon as a U.S. Air Force jet was heading to Arlington National Cemetery. We reached out to the FAA, who sent us this statement saying air traffic controllers issued corrective instructions to both aircraft after the alert, and the agency will conduct an investigation. Now, this happened just before the 2-month mark of the mid-air collision over the Potomac that killed 67 people. Earlier this week, lawmakers on Capitol Hill listened to testimony from the NTSB chair. Tonight at 11, we're speaking with aviation experts about both incidents and taking a closer look at the flight patterns. And right now in Fairfax County, police are still looking for a third suspect in another brazen burglary. If you haven't seen the video we shared earlier this week, here it is for you. Yikes, that truck smashed through the front of a gun store in Springfield. 2 16-year-olds have already been arrested in connection. Again, police are looking for a third person. You can see more of this video on our website, WJLA.com. Now to an update tonight on Joshua Reeby, the last person to be seen with missing college student Sudiksha Kupnaki from Loudoun County. We've learned a judge in the Dominican Republic is officially concluding the case. The judge ordered Reeby's immediate release, finding he was unlawfully detained when he was held past the maximum period of 48 hours permitted under the country's constitution and Code of Criminal Procedure. According to the guidelines, the public prosecutor's office is required to file formal charges within 48 hours after an arrest or detention. Reeby has not been charged. According to testimony, Reeby and Kunaki were drinking on the beach March 6th before she disappeared. Authorities believe she may have drowned. After weeks of searching Kunaki's, parents asked Dominican authorities to declare their daughter legally dead on March 17th. Well, there have been a lot of changes to the beauty industry over the years, not just with the products we use, but also what's in them. Coming up tonight, our 7 News investigative team is looking at what ingredients are in some of the most commonly used creams and conditioners and how those can be hazardous to your health. President Trump is announcing Apple will invest an additional $100 billion in the U.S. That's on top of the tech company's previously announced plan to invest $500 billion domestically. It brings the total commitment to $600 billion over the next 4 years.
This is the largest investment Apple has ever made.
The president has said he wants iPhones to be made in the U.S. He criticized Apple in recent months over its efforts to move iPhone production to India to avoid planned tariffs on China. As part of its investment, Apple will manufacture the cover glass for iPhones and Apple Watch devices in the U.S., along with plans for additional manufacturing in the future. Hulu and Disney Plus are going to integrate into one app starting next year. Disney's CEO made the announcement during an earnings call Wednesday, saying the two services would be combined to create a unified app experience. The CEO added this move will deliver an impressive bundle of entertainment, news, and sports for better customer satisfaction. In June, Disney gained full control of Hulu after purchasing the remaining stake over from Comcast. Still ahead on 7 News at noon, the Washington Commanders are getting ready for their first preseason game. We're going to check on quarterback Jayden Daniels. Welcome back. 7 News is covering the Commanders, who are away from team headquarters this week and getting ready to play their first preseason game of the year against the Patriots. The two teams were on the field in New England yesterday for a joint practice. It's a great opportunity for Washington to fine-tune different looks. Quarterback Jayden Daniels won't play on Friday. The practice is an opportunity to continue his growth and be challenged by a new opponent.
It's different looks.
And tonight, 7 News is airing the preseason opener for the Ravens. Baltimore is hosting the Colts. Kickoff is scheduled for 7 p.m. And we have a programming note for you. Because of that preseason game here on 7 News, Jeopardy, Celebrity Family Feud, and Press Your Luck are going to be broadcast overnight. So set your DVRs to record from 2 to 3:30 a.m. to make sure you can catch those shows. We're going to take one more break, and then we'll show you 2 kids' act of generosity to other children who need help during traumatic events. Take a listen. That's a taste of the festivities at Rock Creek Regional Park over in Rockville. It's part of the Montgomery Park Summer Concert Series. Unity Reggae featured original songs and covers with the goal of keeping the vibe fresh and mellow. The last concert of the series will be next Thursday. That's when the band The Nighthawks will be performing at Cabin John Regional Park over in Bethesda. And an act of kindness you just don't see every day. 2 youngsters in D.C. stopping by Engine 29 in Palisades to drop off a bag full of stuffed toys for their SAFE program. That stands for Stuffed Animals for Emergencies. The toys are usually given by the fire department to kids during traumatic events to help calm and soothe them. Those are some good boys right there.